Greetings and welcome to another episode of OrigaMinis with +4 charisma. Today, I'm going to teach you how to make a green dragon. That's these guys right here. I made 4 of them. There's that. There's another one. So it looks like this. Hopefully you can see that all right. So there are several different versions of the green dragon. I'm going to be talking about the adult green dragon because I have to pick one. The adult green dragon is a huge dragon. It's lawful evil and it has a challenge rating of 15. It's also amphibious, which means it can breathe both air and water. It has several modes of attack, including its tail, its claws, its poison breath, and its frightful presence. The green dragon delights in finding heroic adventurers and corrupting them to the point of evil and making them its minions. It also accepts goblinoid creatures such as orcs and kobolds and goblins as minions as well. Oftentimes, the lair around a green dragon can have 10-foot tall hedges that make it difficult for adventurers to get through. They act sort of like walls and they can't see through them, obviously. The rodents and birds are also corrupted and they act as the eyes and ears of the green dragon. So, next time you're in a dense forest, you better keep an eye on those birds. The green dragon has 3 legendary actions. It can make a perception check using wisdom, it can make a tail attack, and it can make a wing attack. He is a manipulative little schemer. He can convince you with a honey tongue that he is working for you. Aw, that's so sweet. What a nice dragon. Don't be fooled. He's not working for you. He will trick you into thinking that he's working for you, and then as soon as you get comfortable, he will make you into his minion. So, don't get comfortable, and don't think that a dragon is going to work for you. Now that you know a little bit about green dragons, let's just go ahead and get right started. So we're going to start by making a pre-crease from corner to corner. Unfold that, and having it white side up is just fine. Choose a side of the paper, and on either side of the crease you just made, you're going to make a series of fan folds, rotating from side to side to keep it symmetrical. Paper, and fold it back in on itself. Flip it again. Now for the other corner, you're also going to make one single fan fold, but you're not going to do it along the whole edge. Just sort of start it, make it bigger towards the corner, and then taper it so that it ends somewhere before it reaches the bottom. Make the other one a similar size because you want them to match up as much as possible. Alright, and then do the same, flip it back. The corner at the top, unfold it a little bit. So, and then you're going to just sort of take it and pinch it together with your fingers, and it should create a tail. And then to get the tail out of the way for right now, just sort of press it down off to the side. You're going to do that at the bottom as well. We're going to do another series of pre-creases. To do that, fold it in half, making sure to match these up and that these match up. If they don't match up the right way, you might need to do a little bit of adjusting. You can do that by sort of squeezing it and pulling it back or forwards depending on where you need to adjust the edges to. Okay, so that's probably be good. Fold the paper so that the corners face me at the bottom, and then I'm going to fold it up like so. Crease it really well. Remember, these are pre-creases. Flip it over, do the same thing on the other side, making sure that it is symmetrical still. Fold it back down again. Flip it over, do the same thing on the other side. Flip it up one last time. One more crease, slightly below the other one that you just made. Like this. You're going to unfold those. Flip it over so that the longer side is closest to you. And what you're going to be doing is making a series of crimp folds now. So to do those crimp folds, put your thumbs underneath it, start as close to the top as possible, and fold it under, like so. And make as straight a line as possible from side to side, and then press it back like that. So then we have our first crimp fold. That's what it looks like. Now keep doing that, probably about ½ an inch apart all the way down. Edge, I'm making sure that it hangs off a little bit at the crease. You have your crimps. Make sure that they're creased strongly. Follow those pre-creases that you made earlier. So I'm going to flip it over and try and maintain these pleats that you just made. That's kind of tricky. So, all right, so I'm going to fold it over. Make sure to reinforce that crease. And then fold it back along the pre-crease you made. Reinforce. Do the same thing on the other side. And then we're going to fold it down. And then up again. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to make the feet. To make the foot, pull the top flap down, which is actually going to end up being one of the wings. And there is another flap underneath right here. Open it up at the edge and pull it down so that it creates a slope at the edge of this flap. And gauge about where you want the bottom of the foot to come to. So that's what the edge point is going to be. Do the same thing on the other side at the tail end. Fold the top of it over, and for this, it's actually okay if the pleats come undone. They're not hugely important for the wings. All right, so now it should look something like that. pull this up and allow the edge to turn over. If it doesn't do it on its own, you can pull it over a little bit and help guide it. Grasp the wing somewhere up the edge. I'm using sort of the first pleat as a guideline to then crease the edge over, turn it over. Do the same thing for the other side. If you slip your finger in underneath and then hold the wing and the foot together and then push this up and then fold it under. And you can unfold the crease for this. That's actually works well if there's a crease on it, because it will let it lie in the way that you want it to lie on here. Do the same thing on the other side now. That's roughly what it looks like. Here, we're going to fold this down a little bit. This out. One more pleat here. Face first. Pull this down. So yeah, so pull the edge down here. So it looks like so. And then take the corner and fold it up a little bit, like so. And then what you're going to do is sort of push this up and back. We're making horns by pinching this together. Pleats. I'm going to choose one of them. It doesn't really matter which one you start with. A bigger one would probably be easiest. And roll the very, very, very tip down to one side, and then roll it back down on the other side as well. And just sort of do that until you create a little divot in his back here, like that. Now keep doing that for every single one of these. Now that you have that mostly pushed down, what you're then going to do is you're going to take it and sort of push in with your finger here and pinch this until they form little spike-like things. Out a little bit. There's what we have here. Now we're going to work on the wings, which is the last part. You could just be done if you like the way those wings look, but I like to make these have a lot more detail. So to do that, I'm going to find a good area along here. I think where this ends is pretty good. And I'm going to fold it in like so. Down the middle. Crease it very, very well. I'm going to do it one more time, going down, and you sort of have to pinch the back a little bit for this, down that way, and one more time. So you want all of these to meet at the same point right here. Keep doing that all the way out. Crimp them a little bit so that they stay. Once again, you could leave it like that and just do exactly the same on the other wing, or you could continue on, which is what I'm going to do. So rather than just keep it like that with the crimps in it, I'm going to unfold the edge here. Still the same point here, and make another fold. So this one's a little more tricky. Okay, like so. Now, from here, I'm going to roll the edges of the wing to meet all the different areas I created with the crimping. So, roll them up and back. other. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. There is our dragon. Here is a top view, a side view, and there you go. And there's our manipulative schemer right there. Oh, so cute. So if you had a hard time with it, make sure to drop a comment below and I will try and help you out. I'll either make another video or I will make a series of pictures or some sort with further explanation. I hope you enjoyed this video of how to make a green dragon. If you did enjoy this video, please subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time.